What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for popping into my review for Edgar Wright's new film, The Running Man. You had a new film from Darren Aronofsky this year. You had a new film from one of the Coen brothers this year. Great directors that aren't like huge names like Spielberg or Nolan. They've got films this year. And now we've got Edgar Wright's new movie, The Running Man, based off of Stephen King's book. And is the film any good? And I'm here to tell you my honest opinion. And I'm not afraid to say that I didn't like The Running Man. I don't think this is a terrible film. Off the bat, I'll say I don't think it's a terrible movie. But if I'm going to say to you, would I pay to see this? No, I'd wait for it to hit streaming or digital, maybe even a digital rental. You know, I don't think I'd pay for a ticket to see this, but I would pay for a ticket to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which I've got a review for on the channel right now. It's the other new release of the weekend. Definitely the better film of the two. But The Running Man is a movie that is about this game that is created by this company, and the guy at the top of the company, played by Josh Brolin. And you have Glen Powell is in a situation where he needs a job. He can't get a job. His daughter's sick. His wife's hustling for money. And he doesn't want that, so he says, you know what, I'm going to go apply to do one of these crazy games. I'm not applying for The Running Man, but that's what he gets chosen for, along with two others, including Katie O'Brien. And he has to go. He has to do it. He's got to do this 30-day challenge to survive. He is excommunicado. At the end of John Wick 2, how he was running, everyone was trying to kill him. That's basically what this whole entire film is. And he's got to record bits of himself throughout each day. It's very detailed. It's very layered. And you can tell that it is based off a book because there's definitely a lot of detail to it. I will say that. But the issue is, I feel like they focused a little too much on action and, just kind of silly comedy instead of developing more of a plot. And then when the plot really starts to go into hyperdrive and overdrive by the end of the film, I was never really invested. I was just kind of entertained by it. This is another one of those films that is going to stimulate your eyes, but it's not going to stimulate your brain. Glen Powell's character, do you care about him? I didn't really care about him. He's got a daughter who's sick, sure. I mean, it's something to care about, but why should I care about this character in this film other than that? That's just not enough for me to care about somebody. Is he likable? No, not really. He is playing this guy like a brute who is always angry. And, I loved his performance. I thought he was great in the film, but I didn't really care about him, and I guess that's to do with the writing and the script and Edgar Wright's style that he brought to it. I think is probably the main issue with the movie. If it was just a different director, maybe they would have handled the material a little better. The performances are fantastic. Coleman Domingo is excellent in this movie. You have Josh Brolin, who's coming in so many films lately. He's great in this as well. Glen Powell, another great performance, but they're never really able to pull at your heartstrings. And when they really try to do that, it doesn't feel earned at all, at least for me. Thought the action was okay. The film's okay to look at. It's well produced, but I couldn't find myself really getting too emotionally invested into it, and I didn't really care about it at the end of the day. So The Running Man is a 2.5 out of 5-star movie for me. Guys, what's your thoughts on Edgar Wright? I think this is one of his weakest films in years. I think that his Last Night in Soho film was better. I think Baby Driver was better. His Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, all three better films than this. And to be honest with you, I think I like Caught Stealing a little more than I like this film. So that's my thoughts on The Running Man, guys. Comment down below what's your thoughts on it. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for a bunch of reviews coming in the future, including next week's new release, Wicked for Good. Will I be changed for good? Boy, am I excited to see this movie. I loved the first one. I was just rewatching it today, and I'm really excited. And the things we're hearing, on Twitter and just reactions to the film, there's so much positivity coming out of it that I think this thing is just going to be an absolute juggernaut when it hits next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, guys, you can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram at KingArises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for The Running Man. And until next time, over and out.